Oh, we are. There is no sound coming
There
through.
is definitely no sound coming through.
Completely intentional.
It was, for sure. But hey, here we are.
You think 40 episodes we'd figure it out?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I also got to get heals.
Yeah, and we got a
Where we
player
can see
cycle above me.
Sound is reserved for subs only. Sorry.
There we go. Now we have heals showing up.
It's reserved for subs only.
Cone of silence.
Go ahead and hit the sub button.
Anyway, hey, welcome to Hearth and Hammer. We are a family-friendly D&D show. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you are enjoy the show tonight, whether you're doing so live, watching the video, or listening to a podcast. We're on episode 40, and we're super excited to be here because 40 sessions in the same campaign. Who would have thought that we would have ever made it this far?
Right?
I didn't even think about it when we started. That's how far away it was.
Not me. I'm pretty sure I asked you guys like how long these things normally run, and all you guys were like, a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually a couple months of like once a month, and then it's like, oh yeah, we can't get together this month. Okay, well we just never get back together again. So that's been my
sad.
experience in the past.
I'm
but-
feeling that pain right now. I'm really hoping that my players actually come back this week.
Yeah. Right.
The ones
I
you
know,
haven't
right?
killed.
Exactly. Igsley's in the house. What's up, Igsley?
Hey.
Yeah, so we are super pumped to be here. It's going to be a special episode. I'm pretty excited about it. And if you missed out on last week's episode, it was a doozy. I said last
No spoilers.
Last time.
No spoilers.
Last time. Last week's episode was Halo. And talking about how, Austin, get this, how Halo could be made into a D&D campaign.
D&D. Yeah.
Spartans are Warforged. Yep. Grunts could be goblins.
Halsey is an artificer.
Halsey is an artificer.
Okay, I'm following now.
Yeah.
You've convinced me.
I mean, we had like an hour-long conversation about it while we played Halo.
What's
so.
Cortana?
Cortana is
familiar.
No, she's a spirit guardian.
Okay.
Those or a fae, you never know.
Or a fae.
That's true.
Your brutes or your
Orcs.
Definitely
Yeah.
works. Definitely. Yeah, totally. It works. I promise. It's in the realm of possibility. Exactly. So, anyway, yeah, but we talked about that while we played Halo. So, but yeah,
Some of us played Halo. Some of us just kept crashing our computers.
Yes.
That is true too.
I feel that
but
pain. I don't need
the
that.
last time that we had our main campaign, we had a real fun episode, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, this fine fire crackling behind me, and the music you heard at the beginning, and all of our music and sound effects are brought to you by the incredible Monument Studios. That's right, monumentstudios.net.
He said the magic word. Monument Studios.
Monument Studios.
There it is.
Monumentstudios.net. They have the best royalty-free music and sound effects for your tabletop RPG. I'm not lying. They're movie quality. Their new set that they just came out with is like full Foley artist, real-life orchestra, like incredible stuff. It's amazing. You should check it out over at monumentstudios.net. So, definitely check them out. They're amazing. But yeah, first of all, real quick, how was your New Year, everybody?
It was great.
Peaceful.
is it
I
good?
spent the New Year sick, but it was over quickly.
Yes.
So it's nice.
I helped look at a tire in the sprinkling rain as probably close to 10 to 12 fire trucks showed up
To a burning
I
building.
did see that.
to a burning building right next to us, only to find out that changing the tire was not successful because the suspension was broke on said friend's
That's
tire.
horrible. That's horrible.
It was comical. I was like, well, way to end 2020 and start 2021.
Right? Man,
If
that's,
this isn't
It's
if this isn't
2022.
ominous. Oh, yep, there we go. 20.
I was gonna say, wait, did we go back in time? I don't want to
don't do
relive
that.
this year again.
Don't do that.
Ironically, I started off 2022 also with fire.
Well,
but you're-
yes.
Yeah,
you're a
mine was
firefighter.
yeah, but
You're
yeah. It was a little shed fire too, so abandoned shed with that. So like nobody hurts nobody. Fun for the firefighters.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. It was pretty ominous, you know.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Noah said the shed was abandoned except for that, one corpse that was in there. It was great.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Also, we are going to this week, before next week, we'll have an announcement. I've been trying to figure out how to do our little contest that we talked about. But in case you missed it, we are going to give away a miniature of our dear friend Scrit.
And I won it, and I asked him to send me a miniature of a bag instead.
And I will definitely, those will be printed and painted, and they're going to be pretty amazing. Let me see if I can show you guys here. I think it's here. Yep, there it is. Boom. There we go.
What is it? Where are we looking?
Ooh, look at him
Grit.
on the stream.
Scrit is on the
Yeah.
stream.
There he is.
That's right. Looking all friendly. Friendly little kobold. Little mini dragon. Yep. So yes, that will be going out. I have been preparing the printer, so it will be a Scrit stream, yes. So yes, he will
Like
be
it.
coming back around. And it's going to be awesome. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But we'll have it ASAP. So, okay. Well, let's play some D&D, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So everyone out there, join us by the hearth as we forge a new adventure. All right. So, last time on Hearth and Hammer, the humble heroes vanquished the undead abomination with a mighty divine smite from Théoden. The beholder now destroyed, the crew returned to the kobold city of Blueholt. After much needed rest, the adventurers were finally granted an audience with the Lord of Blueholt. Linné, their guide, impressed upon the heroes the honor about to be bestowed upon them. Without knowing what to expect, they entered the stone tower, the column built into the middle of the cavern. Rising the tower above the cavern of the city, the party found themselves in a dark room lit only in a semicircle that they stood. Out from the darkness boomed a voice, and a conversation was held with the mysterious lord, who soon revealed himself to be none other than a large sapphire dragon. Manicanth, the sapphire dragon, Lord of Blueholt. He entreated them for tales of their battles and offered reward for their services. Services rendered and services soon to be rendered. He also talked about trade with the party and with Hupperduke, and with and about the possibility of statues, or perhaps a plaque. The party then retired from their meeting with the lord of the city and were escorted back to their apartment. And here we find the heroes of Hupperduke, the Blueholt. What was it there, Dan?
Oh, the big shots of
The
blue.
big shots of Blueholt. Thank you.
Yes.
So, heroes, what do you want to do?
We haven't taken our long rest or anything, right? We just got back.
You have not. You just returned,
Right.
and you are in your apartment. There's a fire in the hearth. You've been given refreshment, and Lene has left you for the evening.
And we are waiting for our custom gifts for Manikinth. Yes.
Yes, that's to be determined later. He
Gotcha.
said he would consider what he was going to give you.
So we shouldn't leave, because I thought what we last found was they
Well,
knew
you
of
gave
like
us
a
info.
drought taken and enslaving some of the citizens from Blueholt.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He did also tell you about knowing that there was some drow nearby, relatively speaking, within the Underdark. Small kobold child walking through the streets.
Talking to its father.
I don't. I know after the fight I was pretty beat up, so I don't know if we would have slept yet or not.
I was
I
just
think
gonna
we
say,
should-
if there's anything else that you wanted to do before going to sleep, or a discussion you wanted to have.
I think Rowan would be pretty tired, so I believe it's about time we go to sleep.
Yes.
It's been a long day.
I believe you're correct.
Sure. I'm a little
So-
tired myself.
Yes.
Emphasis on little. Let's go to where was the? Are we already back at our rooms?
We should be. At
Yes,
our
you're already
apartment,
back
right?
in the apartment.
Okay.
So
Great.
If anyone else thinking that perhaps, no, Therden, I wonder if he'll give us like a card or something for unlimited breakfast.
Oh,
That'd probably be my favorite gift.
but unlimited breakfast here.
No, it does.
Or-
He's magical. It doesn't matter. What if it was like a bag of unlimited breakfast?
Oh
What if it were a bag of unlimited coffee?
no.
Now
Perhaps
you've got
a,
my interest.
I mean, now you've got
yes.
fluids in a bag. You're just going to make
not a
them
bag, maybe
mix.
a mug of with a top.
A
on it.
cask of unlimited coffee. Yeah.
Yes, a cask of unlimited coffee. It's
Of
excellent.
ale. Put hair on your
No.
chest and on your face too.
Seems very
Who's-
dangerous.
Why not
Don't
just
want
any-
someone's hair on
It's
their
magic,
face.
so why not just any beverage that you would
Liquid.
like, whatever you would choose?
I know what
Yes.
I'm dreaming of when I go to sleep tonight. An endless cask of ale.
It will evidently be hairy. A hairy,
No.
endless cask of ale. All right.
No,
What?
no. If you drink the
No.
ale, it puts hair on your chest
Who's?
and your face.
Whose chest?
Whoever
hair?
drinks the ale. Oh my good lord. Oh. Lord.
Wait, whose hair is it?
Oh,
Is it their own hair?
Morden. Morden,
Someone
take
else's
me
hair.
out now. I can't have these. Oh,
I don't want someone else's hair on me.
oh Lord. Oh.
Is that where all your hair came from?
I thought you guys were learned men.
Is that your hair that has grown on you, or is it someone else's?
Oh,
How does
no,
this?
No, I grew me hair myself.
I
Would
can
be
summon
sure.
a hair.
Like a
Do it.
rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
Lordy.
I might not have the spells, packed for it right now, but normally I could.
I think you all are crazy. You need to go to sleep. You're annoying me more than normal today. Oh, Lordy.
All right.
Hey Pete, what are the
Never, they don't say this
odds?
very often, but I think Third might be right. We probably
What are
should
the
go to
odds?
sleep.
What are the odds first thing in the morning, Pete? You change into a hare, and you pounce on his chest, and we'll wake him up and be like, "It did put hair on your chest."
Is that the kind of hair he's talking about?
Pete,
I do not.
I will not stop trying to kill you and eat you if you turn into a rabbit. All right.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Thurden, you said
I'll bury you in that thing of hot water over there. You guys keep calling a bath. I'll go ahead and fire that up, make a nice rabbit stew.
Rowan,
I
you said
heard
it
of-
too loud.
I'm sorry. I heard of a tale of a rabbit that was a force to be reckoned with. So be careful on just attacking any old rabbit like that, Thurden.
I am not worried about any rabbit. Thurden would probably mumble off and head
Yeah.
towards his bed.
So as everyone's still giving Third a hard time, I'm like, all right, good night, friends. And I waltz off to the bed.
Fine, fine. Good night, gents. See you in the morning.
Unlimited breakfast and ale. Oh.
When Thurden falls asleep, or starts to fall asleep, I press the digitate part of his bed where he thinks he wet the bed. We'll save that for the morning and see how he covers it up.
It hurts my head. My eye hurts so bad laughing at that. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
All right. So, anything else for the evening?
After I do my 4 hours of rest, I'm gonna pull out my new spear and just spend some time looking at it and studying it.
Okay.
Do some practice stuff.
I think I wake up early, and because I'm not proficient with it, what wakes everyone else up is I accidentally shot a gun.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So let me just.
You hear
Why?
this
What?
echoing through the chamber, echoing through the city. Not it. It's not like a few people. Few members of the city are awake and starting to move around, but man, there's a echo from that right there.
Hey, what was that?
I rolled a d4 for who I thought it was close to. Like it probably didn't hit them, and the 2 was actually Thurden.
I think 1 through 4 would have been third.
So there's probably dust kind of coming from the ceiling where the shot went, trickling down on top of him.
What?
Now's the opportunity to press the digitate too.
Yeah, that's already happened. But I didn't mean. Oh, I'm so sorry, Thurden. I didn't mean to scare you that bad.
What are you talking about?
It looks like you soiled the bed.
Who wet my pants?
I don't know if other people can wet your pants.
Oh my gosh! How much of it? Where's my ale skin? How much ale did I drink last night?
I wouldn't.
Probably about that much, yeah.
Probably.
He weighs it a little bit. I didn't drink any. I wouldn't have wet the bed without that. Oh.
It's okay. It's quite
Like
embarrassing.
I'm sublet.
We'll only tell
what's
everyone
happening
we
here?
come in contact with
Wait,
about.
doesn't have an accident?
It's a
Third,
healthy
yes.
prostate, all right?
Oh man. All right, I suppose do
Well,
they clean that up? I don't
clean
know.
yourself up, Thurden. Come on.
What's that clean word you keep using?
Isn't that what Jace does in the morning when he's out praying?
He's on himself?
I do not.
No, prostrate. Sorry. My bad.
It's completely different.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you said he peed on
Prostrates
himself.
and
Is that why
prostates.
you are getting up? You keep saying you're praying and you're just cleaning up your mess in the morning. Are you a bedwetter, Jace?
Not most of the time, no.
The only person that we can prove is a bedwetter at this point is Thurden.
Yes.
You shot next to my head. What are you talking about?
Yes. What was that? That was.
You're lucky I
Alarming.
didn't soil the other way.
It was this gun. I shoot it
And
again.
Thurden's gonna check just to make sure he didn't soil the other way too.
Roll a dexterity saving throw. Or no,
Who?
check. Just dexterity check. You.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Dexterity.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
We'll say with
no.
disadvantage.
Oh no.
Well, the first one was a 2, so well, it's a
Okay.
+3. But let's see what the second one was. Yep, I'll take the 5.
Okay. So you well, so yeah, you fire it, and you're in a stone box of an apartment. And so it, you're aiming it away from everyone, but this musket ball essentially, it kind of needs a place to escape, and it doesn't really have one exactly. Everyone roll a dexterity saving throw besides Rowan.
Everybody gets +2, by the way.
Who are you going to have
Now,
shot?
what is that
think it's gonna
dependent?
help.
What is that dependent on?
It's my aura. They just have to be within, was it 10 feet of me? I
Yeah.
figure we're all in the same room sleeping. They've got to be within 10 feet of me. at this point.
If you're +2 and my +1, that's an 8.
So I got a 12.
16 for me.
I got a 19.
Okay. So it's the classic ricochet, and everyone is like dodging and ducking and dipping, and dodging, and
Yeah.
it doesn't hit anyone, but it like eventually like goes out the window that kind of leads to the square, and you hear it kind of like tinkling, like ting 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 down the stone pathway there.
Can I try to catch it?
You hear with it's already gone.
Throws it back at him with the same
Yeah.
velocity.
We're saying,
Um,
let's not do that again.
so
Do this
you,
again?
you hear so you hear pretty quickly running feet, and you hear a banging on the door, and you
Just put that away. Put that away.
I throw it at Thurden, and I open the door.
Thurden is going to just be standing there. Thurden is going to be standing there with his finger pointing at Rowan the entire time.
Can I catch it when he goes to throw it at there?
No,
no,
I'll be
you're on the
holding.
other side of
I'll
it.
be holding the gun still.
Yeah. So
I'll walk over and
open the door.
open the door.
Okay, so you open the door, and there
Yes.
stands a full squad of the Kapul
Oh, wow. Hello.
soldiery, the Nila and Paul, and they're like chattering, and soon one runs up, kind of like through them and parts them, and you can tell it's not one you've seen before, but you can tell this one, looks like he has some sort of command, and he comes in and says, "What sound? What sound?"
Idiot.
Sounds?
Boom stick.
Yes,
Fire.
my friend here. Just simple accident. No one was hurt.
He kind of looks at you.
And I just point at Rowan.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Do you want me to show you?
No.
He just showed
That's
you.
hold that thought, Rowan. I think I'm getting through to him. That
Rowan's
would be
trying
a
to burn
16.
all of his
16.
ammo.
16.
I'm-
Okay. So through
I think I
hand
figured this out.
gestures and your calming voice, Jace is able to kind of like let them know there's no alarm. It's okay. It's just a weapon. We're accident sound.
Accident.
But he kind
No,
of
I meant to
looks
shoot
at
it.
you.
I realize, Rowan. It's much okay.
So he kind of looks around. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And you're like, "Yes, okay." He's okay.
Yes.
Hey, we're the big shots of Blue Hole.
We're all
Okay,
right. Yes.
these are the shots.
And he just knows Blue Holt, Blue Holt, Blue Holt.
Yes, Blue Holt.
Blue Holt.
Right
like
here.
latching onto that one word that he knows.
Heroes. Rah. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
So
Jace
then,
for the
so
heroes
they
of Upper Duke.
leave you alone.
Big shots.
Big shots.
Big. Shots.
Very true. Yes.
they disperse and leave you alone, but they leave. They're still the two kind of guards that they're normally out there, and you guys are left alone for the time being. So
It was kind of incredible how it
you
it
can't
bounced
take your
around.
long rest now. By the way,
We could almost create a game like that with pins. We could call it like pinball. Awesome.
You know what has not survived the course of 40 is the level of puns that we have kept up to start this season. Like they started so high, and we were just
Yeah.
like slowly creeping into just this like horrible space.
well,
Horrible. I
We're
think
always
these are
meant to be horrible.
fantastic. That's what that's the sort of content I'm here for.
that's right. That's right.
Give me the puns.
I'm sorry for all of you who are here listening to these horrible puns that we have.
I for one believe it'd be a great game. People would probably pay to play it.
A quarter?
A quarter
least
a
a few.
game, yes.
At least a few coins.
A few points,
Hey.
yes.
A silver piece.
Yes, a small one.
Okay. So
All right, yeah, you done? Okay, we're moving
Yes.
perfect.
Like maybe
Um,
I'm gonna retire from adventuring and
So you
work on some games.
all get
Yes.
through your rest of your breakfast, your morning, kind of, preparing yourself for the day. Within a couple of hours, you hear sound. Two of you roll a perception check.
I'll roll one.
I'll roll one.
I want to say I'm horrible at those. I'm
I
not-
rolled a
That will
23.
be a unnatural 20. Did you say 20?
I got a natural 22.
Okay.
I got an unnatural, so yours is
Unnatural. Okay.
Sorry.
So you all hear a noise followed by commotion, and what you realize is that you are hearing horns of alarm coming from the gates of
Oh
the city.
no.
Friends, that doesn't sound good.
You recognize it's coming from that direction, and you start to hear a bustling, and you start to hear the clanking of many armored feet as some of the Neela Paul rush toward the city.
Burden's
to the
taking
gates.
off. I'd grab my shield, and my hammer, and I'm just
Yeah. Same.
So you
booking in
all-
that
Staff,
direction.
Go.
Rush that direction as well.
Same.
Okay.
I finished whatever breakfast was still there.
I feel like Rowan
you're
just
like
watches us all run
Picking
out
it,
And he's
picking
just
it,
like-
like grabbing it as you go, kind of thing. Yeah.
after we've gone for a few
Um,
seconds. He's just like, all right, I'll go.
And
All
when
right.
Anwin flies back in and is like, Rowan, come on. She like zooms
I was
back out.
assuming Pete was there too. Pete, we still finishing our breakfast? We're both still
said
there
none.
eating breakfast?
Sorry, I'm still deaf in one ear from your gunshot this morning.
Oh, we speak in the other ear. Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
There's a commotion going on out there. We should probably catch
Great.
up.
All right.
All right. So the party heads towards the city gates.
I wrap up whatever like egg and meat is there
Okay.
into whatever bread I can find. And I'm like, Pete, it's like a breakfast burrito. I wonder if these could really look. I can take this on the
What's a
go,
burrito?
but it's breakfast.
What's a burrito?
It's I coined it just now.
Great term.
All right.
That doesn't mean
I'm
anything.
listening, but I got to step away for just a second.
It doesn't need to mean anything. It's just a name.
All right.
At this point, Thirdin goes on a killing spree in his own party.
What's a burrito?
Burrito.
All right. So you all rush towards the city gates, and you hear this commotion. There are soldiers, the city guard who are rushing around. You see some of them carrying these large bolts, that look like they're for the ballistas that you'd seen on the wall previously. You see see some that they're preparing all manner of kind of like anti-siege weaponry, but you've not quite figured what the commotion is. Where do you guys go?
Is there any way to get the because I figure the gates are closed, so is there any way we can get on the wall to get a vantage point?
Yeah, there are stairs on either side of it. There's soldiers around the bottom as well, kind of squads that are organizing and everything. You can try to approach one and climb up there if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably be heading up to the top to try to get an idea of what is going on.
How tall are the walls again?
The walls are pretty tall. They are probably, I'd say they're probably 30 feet high.
Okay.
So, they're pretty thick. They've looked like they were carved out of the kind of surrounding cavern and then just kind of like leveled off for parapets and a couple of towers around the gate.
Okay.
And then they were pretty thick around the gate too. It was like a long gatehouse where everything came in. Kind of anti-siege area. So
I'll join third in climbing up the walls.
Yeah, well, I'll just haul up there and see if we can get a vantage point of
All
what
right,
we're.
so
Yeah,
you approach
sa-
the
same.
nearest stairs and there's some guards there and one of the roll a perception check, Lee. And Theoden.
Oh, that's good. Since I have a 0 to add to it, 17.
Yeah, that was 12. Not as good as my natural 20.
Okay, that's okay. Theoden, you looking around, you quickly see, you quickly see your friend, Dak, who you've previously fought in battle with, and he is preparing his squad and getting ready to lead a guard up. It looks like they're kind of like not, like you've got kind of like your main gated archway where it's kind of like a tunnel entrance to through the wall, the really thick portion of the wall. But you see him kind of getting ready. He looks like he's preparing a squad to kind of go out a side door right next to these stairs. And you see him. And he sees you and he says, heroes, heroes.
Ah, Dak,
Big shots.
This is us.
Dax, we're here.
He says, heroes, we have a scout party that is being attacked on the road just outside the range of the gates. You come and rescue the scouts with us?
Hey, and at that point, he's at the
course.
base of the stairs, right?
Yeah, he's like at the base of the stairs. Like there's like one of those like side portals where they would like go through like a smaller door kind of thing.
So there's another little door pathway
yeah,
out
like
the
they're
wall.
getting ready to go out.
I'm shooting out that way.
So, did we ever make it up on top of the wall?
You haven't made it up to the wall yet.
No,
You're
he
kind of
stopped us at the
approaching it.
base.
Okay.
I
I want to
would take
continue
out-
and go ahead and head up the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, Thurden's charging out, heading out to up the little doorway.
Okay. So yeah, if you
I'm following
just kind of
Durden.
all right,
I was gonna say I'll be right behind third.
if you guys kind of give the affirmative
bless
to
you.
Dak and you go out the door or you start going through rushing through the porter on the side. He and his squad start following you out there as well.
As we're sprinting,
When
I'm gonna
I-
go ahead and activate Agni.
Okay,
We're running out
that's,
there.
that's good. Go for it. So you say the word, and
When-
Agni kind of like flares up beside you. You see Dak and his squad like, oh. And they kind of give you like, oh, this fox just got on fire.
Fire dog. Yeah, fire wolf just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
When I get to the top of the wall, can I look out and see if I notice anything?
yeah, absolutely. Make a perception check.
Still not great, but 15.
Okay. So what you see is there is a large area out in front of the gate that you remember, a large open area. With there's a little bit of debris out there, but not too much. You see the edges of the fungal forest out to the left and right, and you see down the road. You see what looks like probably 100 150 feet. You're not quite sure with the limited light in the Underdark. You know, like you can see, but it's kind of low light. But it looks like this pitch black orb. Just pitch black, and not like a orb like you could carry, but like this dome of like pitch black, almost.
Okay. As they start running out from in behind the wall,
Okay. And when
I'm just gonna
with you,
jump.
by the way.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump off the other side and like land next to them and start going.
Okay.
I have
roll-
slow fall.
Okay. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to roll acrobatics? What would you like to do?
I'll roll acrobatics.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Okay. So you you don't need to use slow fall. You're a monk, right?
Yeah.
So you just like standing atop the tower, you see it. You see your friends come out the side porter down here. That was pretty hard to see, actually, even for your keen eyes. But they start rushing with a couple squads of kobolds behind them. You see others coming out from the opposite side. There may be another door that way, and so you just kind of go over the wall and just run down the wall. Just it's not quite a 90-degree angle. It's like that kind of just very just barely sloped, and you just run down it and you make it to the bottom and you make it perfectly, and you step in stride and kind of like meet your friends on the path, since you'd been kind of more in the middle. As you run towards this dark dome, you get to see it a little closer, and the rest of you, now having exited the city, do see this as well. And it's this darkness that's just there, covering the middle of the road, and you get the sense that it's closer to probably 150 feet or so. But you hear quite a commotion. You're not sure if it's in the darkness. You're not sure if it's behind the darkness or outside of it. You see, running out from the forest onto one side, you see a fleeing kobold. He looks bedraggled and kind of harried. He doesn't have his weapon. Normally they carry a spear or a crossbow. And he's sprinting, like he's trying to get there and inform the city of whatever's going on. Again, he's about 120 feet away from you guys, because the edge of the city's kind of angled there. Within a moment, you do see, out of the darkness on the road, you see another kobold. But not in the livery of the Blue Holt Guard, but it has like a cloak about it. And running next to this is another cloaked figure, and they are fleeing. They are fleeing something. What do you guys do?
Are they
Run
close enough that we
towards it.
could yell at
Yeah, I'm
and
going to
ask while they're running?
I'm going to try to run past
What's
them to
in-
intervene on anything that would be coming after them.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to communicate with them and say, friends, what's in the darkness?
Okay, you're quite a ways away from them still.
How big is this darkness?
The darkness looks maybe 20-ish feet across or so.
Would I
Like
recognize
it covers the road.
this
It covers
darkness?
the road. Possibly. I mean, you want to roll like a religion or arcana check?
Sure. I don't know anything about it.
I am going to. You said it's 20-foot radius, and we're about 150 feet away from it.
You're probably about 100 feet away from it.
Great. I'm going to cast Spike Growth, centered on the center of that point.
On the
The
black,
darkness.
The darkness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I do that, be like, listen, anything that's trying to come out there is going to have a bad time, so I'm just trying to buy time for whoever's trying to get away.
I fire a shot into the darkness with the
My gosh.
With your gun.
Considered it, and I'm like, that's not going to end well.
We walk in and oh, what
I
is
rolled a
his name? I
Sherlock
can't
on us,
believe I
so-
forgot his name. Our
Dax.
no, the Scrape. We walk in there and Scrape's
Oh.
just on the ground with a bullet
Dead.
in between his head.
Oh,
Starting to sound
any-
like Thurden.
Seth, you quit riding.
anything within the
Terrible idea.
darkness that for every 5 feet, anything within the darkness moves, it takes 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay. You know what? Let's just look at a map, shall we?
Oh
Excellent.
no.
There's a map for this?
There's gonna be a map for this.
It's just gonna be a black screen. Good luck.
Hold on, I'll put it in chat here.
Who's taken by the darkness?
All right, there is the owlbear link in the session chat. Also, chat, can you hear the music at all? Let me know, Igsley.
You're very faint.
I see the beginning of a globe of darkness.
It's intense. Yeah, okay, good.
Like Shrek.
Beholder tamer. You didn't tame a beholder.
Oh,
Yet.
That's the one that
Wait
it
till I
gets-
get my second chance.
oh, okay. Did you put that in there?
A
Me?
put it in there.
Yeah, I did it last time we were fighting the beholder.
All right.
Spirit Naga. Yeah, I think that's Colin.
No, mine is
Bird and tamer.
correct.
I love it. I love it. I've seen which one just got changed there. No.
All right. So, you all are obviously here in your rushing out of the side doors. But yeah, so that you can see it. Hold on. Something is not working. No, where's my tokens? Well, guys, our normal tokens are acting like they're not loading. I know, it finally happened. Owlbear was
Oh, you
like, "That's
can-
too many tokens."
Too many. How many tokens did you add, Seth?
Oh, you can roll dice.
Well,
in
for the Star
Owlbear.
Wars one, I added a whole lot.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you guys
there's-
seen the
there's
dice
dice in
tray in Owlbear?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Wait, I always
so
forget how
cool.
to
You
do
add
that.
one and then you grab it and throw it with your
Yeah,
mouse.
it's actually a dice
Where's-
tray.
Where's it at?
It's a little up at the top left. There's like a little dice tray, hide dice tray, show dice tray.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I just
no
rolled
way.
a 18, 19, 20. I'm keeping these. These are the dice I'm using.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're just gonna have to improvise here.
And a 7. It's bound to happen.
All right. So we've got our instrument for our bard there. Pete is here with his.
If you share it with the world, it shows up there what you rolled.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share.
It does.
I don't want you guys seeing this horrible stuff. You rolled an 8.
I did. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my good rolls. Oh, there we go. It's back.
How do you get rid of it?
Oh no, get rid of that. How do I get rid of a die?
Which one am I? Am I the fist or am I the?
No, you're the shield.
Okay, cool.
Let's see.
Need a monk. Oh, the monk's the,
monk.
fist.
The monk is the
Yep.
fist. Yeah.
Okay, cleric is the holy symbol.
Okay. So, like I said, I apologize. I had. What's up? Welcome, John Dodge. How's it going?
Hey, John.
So yes, first of all, So you guys exit from the side door of the gate. You see two figures running towards you. You're not sure what they are, but they're both pretty short. They're both pretty small.
This is beyond the kobolds, or
This is coming out of the cloud, or the dome of darkness, if you will.
you
Did
said
they
we saw.
take the-
You said we saw the kobolds. Is this beyond the kobolds?
Yeah. Well, you saw
Okay.
one kobold coming out of the forest
Gotcha,
to
gotcha.
the right, but then you see
Two small
but then you see
shapes.
two
coming out of
small
the-
shapes coming out of the
Gotcha.
Are they taking the 2d4 or whatever damage from the thorns?
No, no, no. That was behind the two that had already come out.
Ah.
And they're
Anything
running
else that
out
tries-
of. Can we tell if
anything
they're
else that
running
tries
out
to
of
come
like
out of the
fear
darkness.
or?
Yeah, they look like they're fleeing. So.
Okay.
They look.
Gonna
like
find a
they're
whole bunch of
fleeing.
dead kobolds in there with thorns sticking out of everywhere.
Yeah, he just killed all the thorn.
One with a bullet wound. Just
Yeah, just limping along, you know.
I'm not finishing this one.
this is not the kind of pinball I had in mind.
All right. Sorry, 1 second. Trying to get a token.
Were these kobolds? Is it clear that they were being attacked? Like we know that they're.
Yeah, it looks like It looks like the one that was running out from the forest has been in battle. So.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to put myself between whatever's running
You know
out
what?
and fear and anything
Forget
that
this, guys.
should come out.
Forget this. Because we don't want to do anything halfway. So,
You got him working.
well, I just re-uploaded your guys. in a couple
Yes.
minutes,
Yeah.
I'd like to. If we're running towards them,
Forgotten.
I want to. I guess whenever we're able to, I want to prepare an action once we're within 60 feet.
So. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so you see the kobolds rushing out from the forest this way. If you can see it. Right here. There he is. Little kobold coming out. There's another one. You see kind of coming through the woods behind him.
Now they're running towards us.
They are running towards you, like towards the gate. And then there are two figures that you do not know what they are. So we will just use this.
Question mark.
This.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. All right. The scene is set. So what are you going to prepare? Austin,
When
what
I'm
is
within
Rowan
60,
preparing?
when I'm within 60 feet, I'm preparing Shatter
Okay.
spell.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, you be able to get there pretty quickly and get ready for it. You cast the spike growth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you cast spike growth right into the darkness there. You hear this kind of like creaking and cracking as you get the sense of like growing spikes are emerging from the ground and the flora that surround the road there. Okay, but you don't see anything because it's pitch black.
Yep.
All right. So, what's next? Anything else before we officially go into turn orders?
No, I think Thurston's just going to keep charging ahead to
Okay.
try to intercept whatever he can to get these kobolds that are obviously running for their lives behind him.
All right. So, let's have an initiative, guys.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's not-
okay.
That wasn't as impressive as I thought it was going to be.
That would be a dirty 20.
Hey, that's what I got too.
Nice. There it
I
is
rolled
with
a
the
nine.
I one.
I rolled a 19, but I only get +1. I was like, I rolled
Oh,
a 19.
same.
I was like,
I rolled a
all
19
right.
plus 1.
Yeah.
I got 19 plus 1.
What's your dex?
22.
What's your number, Jace, on your
Oh,
dex?
13.
Oh, he goes first.
What'd you get? 8. Rolling with an 8. Lee?
22.
22.
18 plus 4.
And Pete?
Nice.
21.
I have a
21.
plus 4.
18 plus 3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys can't let third in. Dude, am I going last again, even with a stinking dirty 20?
No,
I got an
Rowan
8.
is. Rowan
No.
is.
I got
Oh.
an 8.
I don't
Rowan's
count
last.
Rowan.
We're
He's gonna
still, like-
die even when he gets in there. But like, I'm second to last with a dirty 20. Are you
Hey.
I'm
kidding
telling
me?
you.
Anwin also got an 8.
Lord have mercy. I can't win any of these things. That's probably my best initiative roll of the campaign.
Yo, mine too.
And I end up losing out to Jace because he's got a 13. I've got a 12.
Okay, so Lee, I'm going to count you running off of this as half your movement, running down the wall,
Okay.
because you
I
kind of
will.
were catching up with your heroes here.
You can still move just as much as Pete.
Probably.
Yeah.
When that happens.
I'll go ahead and move. I don't know if I want to take the full 75 or not.
Now, is where we're at? Is this actually depicting where we're at together?
Yes.
Okay.
You get to here, right?
I believe so. Let's see.
I'll go ahead and take the dash action. I couldn't think of it to save my life. I'll take the dash action. I cannot. I got my wisdom teeth out.
I got you.
I want to go
All
to
right.
right here.
You can dash to there.
Okay. I'm gonna say you can't do that this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I will get.
I'm gonna say you can't use that this turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 5. Okay, so
So just use your
I'll get
more-
to
Okay. So
right
so
here,
use
I
your normal
think.
movement. Yeah. There you go.
yeah, and then I will do dodge action.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself down there. You should be able to move yourself. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Ooh. Ooh, a 2 and a 3. So that's
Okay.
7.
Oh,
So you still don't know who these figures are coming out of the darkness, but they look like they're running, just full tilt running towards Blue Holt. Again, you can tell that they are short, so they probably kobold, but they're running out. Let's see. You're gonna take the dodge. Okay. I was saying you
Yeah.
can hold an action until you see something or whatever. If you
Yeah,
wanna
I'll
your
hold an action. I'll pull out my bow.
Okay.
And I'll bonus action, whatever it's called, where I get a plus D4 to damage.
Okay. Use a key
So
point?
I have. No, this one's not a key point. Can say shot.
Oh, it's just
As a
kinsey
bonus
shot.
action, I can do an additional 1d4 damage,
Perfect.
and then
Perfect.
I'll hold my action with my bow.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see. Next we have. Hold on. Let's see. Actually, let me do this.
he gets Pete next, right?
It's not
it-
Rowan's not right after that with his 8.
You know what? I
You're
thought
not right
about
after
it,
the
but no.
22.
It is Pete.
Great. I'm going to run up to here, double check my spells real quick to see a thing.
Okay.
What is the distance I can do this?
Go for it. Whatever it is.
How tall is his screen?
Well,
Is he looking up to the ceiling.
Well, I sit really low and then my screen goes really high. Yeah. Where? Sorry, I
Let
thought
me
I
look
had
at my
this.
spell list real quick.
You
What's
don't-
the difference between?
You don't put a projector on your ceiling with all your spells?
Why not?
I'm gonna hold my action to once something comes out. The next thing that comes out, I'm
The
going
next
to
thing that
drop
comes out.
Spike Growth and cast Entangle.
Okay, so you're gonna hold Entangle for the next time, for the next something that comes out of the darkness.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Next we have Jace. You look at you up here, high in the order.
God, I hate you all.
Cone of
think he's-
silence.
Wow, he has been.
Oh, my bad. From where I'm at, I can't tell from the manner that they're running if they're running out of fear or just
So
they're running.
you, being the lowly human that you are,
Yes.
and
I
the
have
only
no dark vision.
person
you have
in
no
this
dark
party that
vision.
doesn't have dark vision, you have enough vision to know that it's really dark where the road should be, that you've got a faint glow from the mushrooms, and there is some very faint figures running towards you, both from right in front and then from over to the right.
Okay. Can I tell they're running toward the gates of Blue Holt?
Yes. I mean, you can tell that, and you can tell at least that they are, that they're running. They're flat out running. So
Okay, I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna use my movement. About here, I'm gonna kind of stand in front of the gates, and I'm gonna hold my action until I can see. And if once I'm able to see if they are dangerous or don't listen to my words, I will cast Guiding Bolt.
okay.
But otherwise,
right.
I'm there to intercept them if they are dangerous.
Okay, sounds great. All right, so next it is something else's turn.
Are you? There's something. What? I had the same roll as him.
If it moves, it takes damage.
Okay, so you see these two figures running towards you. Okay, and they make it about another 10 feet or so, and then all of the sudden you see
Are they technically within 60 feet now that they moved there?
No,
I think they're just outside of
just
60
outside
feet
of 60
from you.
feet.
Okay.
What you do see in this almost bright flash is a familiar shape as right here you see a blue and white giant spider appear in front of these two people running, in which case they immediately stop. What do you guys do? Anybody
is getting
releasing
in-
your...
It is getting entangled.
Okay, so it is
Probably
entangled.
Guiding Bolt.
Entangled
Yes,
and guiding
and I would-
bolt?
Yes, now a Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
The spider is within 60 feet.
The spider is within 60 feet. You are correct. All right, so it's getting hit with everything then?
It's getting it
apparently?
with shatter. Didn't you hold an action for your bow?
Really
too?
hope this isn't a friendly spider.
Yeah, yeah.
I think everybody but 30 gets the hit.
You
at this moment.
you said a familiar spider. It's a familiar looking spider, right? Is this like
familiar
familiar
being blue and white, like
Okay.
you have fought one of these before.
okay? Got it.
and it just goes, and it warps into place right in front of these two fleeing figures, which actually also the kobolds are up here as well. Okay, is that shatter?
This is entangle.
Oh, that's entangle. Okay. So, what is the roll for entangle?
For entangle, grasping vines, 20-foot square. Creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by entangling
I'm
plants.
so sorry. I accidentally erased it.
Creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC on a successful. It frees itself. So strength versus has to be a 14.
Okay.
Good job,
13.
Austin.
Just failed it at a 13.
Nice.
Okay, so you see this spider creature, and it shows up right there, and then all of a sudden you guys all unleash your abilities, and these grasping roots and vines come up from the ground and just grip its all 8 of its legs and its abdomen, its body, and it's trying to get away, and it's having a hard time.
Shatter is a con save of 15 or takes 3d8 damage.
Okay. Let's see. What does entangle do again?
They're restrained,
Restrained. Okay.
which means I believe Jace would have advantage on his guiding bolt.
He probably would.
Okay.
If you'll look that up for me, I will roll this con save. What is the DC?
15. If it is made of stone, crystal, or metal, it has disadvantage. But I guess it's just a spider. So
Yes.
Well, it
does.
still fails. So,
Attack rolls have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Its speed
Okay.
becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed.
so 9
and it has
shatter
disadvantage on
damage.
dexterity throws.
9
All right.
thunder damage. Yep.
9 thunder. Perfect.
But what you are telling me is somehow Thurden ended up at the end of this whole thing again.
No.
Yes.
Theoden, you're on deck. Let me tell you.
Oh.
That, okay.
You stay back
Okay,
there and
okay.
wait your turn, okay?
I'll just
Alright.
chill, guys. It's all right.
So you see this creature get entangled, and then you see this. Okay, well, sorry, Theoden, you're right. Everyone else had held action.
Yeah,
so
everyone
they
else
still
has
get to
got-
attack before you.
Yeah, because the one guy who goes after me, he held an action before we started combat.
There you go. Sorry about that. Mrs. Reborn says you're being a baby. Stop it.
Anwin held an action too, right?
Yeah, of course he did.
She did
Of course
not.
she did.
She did not. She is, however, hanging out by Rowan at the moment. So. Okay, so you see this, and then all of a sudden this shattering happens, this loud clap of thunder, and it visibly shakes the spider. I think guiding bolts is next.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
I'm gonna roll the damage.
I'm
on
literally
Leon,
just gonna
'cause
have
it's a
to
lot of dice.
run over the spider that's like just instantly dies, and I just run over a dead
19
body.
points of damage.
19 points of damage, and I believe that gives advantage to the next person who attacks it. Correct?
Yep. Which I already had.
It already had
advantage
advantage
because it's restrained.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know
get
if that would be
double advantage.
melee because of. Yeah, anyway, whatever.
He's shooting a bow.
I said
go
any
ahead and-
attack against it, right?
Oh,
It
right,
didn't
you're
say
right.
melee.
Sorry, I was thinking
So
prone
go
rolls.
ahead and
My bad.
go ahead and roll with your advantage.
That is going to be 23.
Jeff,
Oh, yeah,
did you
that
roll
hits.
twice for guiding bolt?
Yes, yeah, for the
Okay.
advantage.
And that does um 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
Okay, so you see this glowing guiding bolt hit the spider, and it's just like swirling around it, and then your arrow goes right into it, and It's kind of like, you know, when you like find a bug. Okay, this is a total guy thing, right? You find a bug, right, and you pop the abdomen or the thorax on the thing. You just hear the, and then it just kind of, and it slumps down as your arrow just goes right through it, totally taking it out. So that one is destroyed.
I went the wrong way. Oh, I went the right way.
You see the two figures here start to go around this now rough terrain, as well as the kobolds, and you see somebody roll a perception check for me.
I rolled like 3 already. I'll let somebody else roll
I'll do it,
one.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Someone not Jace who can't see. And
Right.
I would say
That
say
dark.
Lee and Pete, or Lee and Pete probably, because you guys are closest.
I got 15.
9.
15? Okay. Lee, you make out a sound after you fire your arrow, and it goes through the spider, popping it, and all this magic and abilities just go off. You hear from the other side of this now rough terrain, you hear, "Let the heroes of Hammerding!" And you see one of the figures throw his hood back.
Oh no.
And you see a familiar creature.
It's
He's
Scrit.
going to die. Thirden is going to charge him. He's going to die.
I'd like
He held his
also
action
before
just in case
before
this
I
was fit.
fire my arrow, I would like to look back at Theoden and say, Theoden, do you plan on joining in, or are you just going to hang out back there?
Mind you, while
Lord,
all
don't
of you
worry,
are
we'll do all the
shooting-
work.
While
You
all of
see
you are doing your
Scrit.
things, Thurden is running full fledged. By the way,
Okay.
Scritch, we
All right.
nearly killed you again.
And you see him
Hurt yourself,
waving
sir.
as he's like running with this other figure around the now rough terrain. And you see the two kobolds now turn, and they're kind of like, come on. And they're like chattering and calling to Scrit and this other one like they were trying to escort them or something. So, Theoden.
yes. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. So do the entangle thing? Does it stay up the whole time?
Yes.
Well, it's concentration.
it's
so
it's
that-
concentration. So until I drop it,
So if
Yes.
I enter, it's not just enemy creatures. It's any.
it is
creature,
difficult
right?
terrain.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think Shatter also makes it difficult terrain. Does it?
No, it's just a sound wave.
It's just a sound wave. Okay. I'm thinking of
Okay,
something
I
else.
am going to use my bonus action to stomp my boots. I completely forgot I even had these boots. I haven't used them in so long.
All right. Busting them out.
And I am going to charge to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, so I can get to here. And okay, can I make a perception check on who the other person is running with Scrit?
Absolutely.
That's 14. I don't add anything. to
14?
perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not sure who it is,
Okay.
but you can tell that it looks like a gnome or halfling.
It's Wiltix.
So,
100%.
you know, they're
Then
in
I
a
guess at that
hood,
point,
but you can't tell.
then Thurden would just kind of step up and scream at them to get behind them, and I'd hold my action until I see something.
Something else.
Yeah, until I see an
Okay.
enemy
What
combatant.
action are you holding?
I would just hold an attack action. That's all I would do.
Okay, so if something comes within range, you're gonna hit it.
Yeah. Because at this point, I would just He'd just pretty much get his shield and hammer up and just kind of
Okay.
be
So,
ready for anything.
let me ask you this: is
waving
your
them
shield
behind me.
active?
No, because my bonus action was
The
my
boots.
boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but you have your shield in hand, so it still counts as a
Yes.
shield.
Yeah.
But you're just one-handing your weapon. At the
Yeah.
moment, so-
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just preparing
Perfect.
for some impact.
Perfect. Okay. That's fantastic. Amazing. I love it. All right. So next, you see. Well, this spider's dead. Okay. But next, you do see.
You ruined my plan, Pete.
I would apologize, but all of combat has been difficult for me because of the way that this party
You
fights.
see two more kind of. You hear this like. Shoo, shoo, and you see two more spiders warp in. One is up on this mushroom up here. And then you see another one warp in probably on this rock right here. And again, these are the blue and white spiders that have that warping ability kind of thing. This one over here, who will be labeled A. Wait, what are they labeled? No, sorry, that's going to be a different one. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll name one. We'll name him that. I know which one it is. Never mind. All right, so he is going to nope, that's his action. That's his action to teleport. So, that's them, and now after that you see something begin to emerge from the darkness. It looks kind of like a much larger spider. However, what you see, Theoden, you're the closest. Make a perception check.
Oh, it's a 19. I don't have any. I know I don't have anything.
Okay.
Perception.
You see what looks like a giant spider, but with the torso of an elf sticking up from it.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What?
And
I know what this is.
just gonna. What you see is two of them emerge from.
That looks like a tidal wave.
Yep, it is.
It's what's about to wash over our entire party.
And
And
say that's
skirt.
not as intimidating as what you just explained to us. So I'll take the wave.
But they emerge. Okay. What you see is these two creatures that waltz out of the darkness. Okay. In the first one, you see him look around, and you see this. He sees the heroes. He sees these squads of soldiers, these kobolds. He sees the spiders, and he sees these two his prey here, if you will. And let's see.
Oh no.
You see him. You see him reach out with his hand and cast something. let's see. Okay.
You know, these kobolds are not doing a great job at defending their wall. They got 4 ballistic crossbows up there. They're not doing anything.
That's what I'm saying. They're in the range of a
Yeah.
guiding bolt. But
Fire
they're
the
not in the range.
crossbows.
They're not in the range of a giant ballista. Useless kobolds. Where's the
They're
dragon?
They're all made out of stone. They're just decorative.
You're muted, Seth.
You see Skrit as he's running and he's excited to see Theoden, and he kind of like locks up for a second, and then he kind of breaks through it, and he like turns and has a look of fear on him as he begins to
Oh
get ready
no!
to run forward again. He
Scrit.
succeeded in his save.
Uh,
You see the other one reach forward and targets the other creature with a nasty-looking longbow.
oh no! I'm not close enough to block anything for anybody. Durden is on an island. He's useless.
Okay, that is a hit.
I've seen crits one-shot tanks before.
No, not a crit, just a hit.
Oh, okay.
Just a hit, just a hit.
I've seen hits, one shot, crits before.
So you see this bow pull back. This arrow goes, and it hits the little gnomish creature in the shoulder. He kind of stumbles, but he keeps going. You see this creature draw back again and fire again. The second shot just goes wide as the gnomish figure kind of ducks underneath and misses him there. But here we are. Let's see. Hey Austin, it's your turn.
Kind of silence.
I just want to try this. See, I can move 30-ish feet, and if I measured correctly, that's about here. Oh, I thought I was moving my character. Here.
Okay.
And you know what? Sometimes you gotta go for the dumb thing, right? Like that's D&D.
That's right.
I'm gonna go out. Hey, I can't say it with a straight face. Hey, the darkness. It's making me laugh too hard. And I'm gonna whip out my swords and I'm gonna start going. Do you believe in a thing called love? Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. And I'm going to cast a hypnotic pattern on him.
All right.
Remember when I held my action till something I wanted to hit came within range?
Go on, tell me more.
I will cast a hypnotic pattern.
Okay, what's the DC?
It's a wisdom saving throw of 15 or be charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, this creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. All right.
If it takes damage, does it break the charm?
Doesn't say.
All right. So.
Oh, it takes any damage. Yep, it takes.
Okay.
If it takes any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
So, you get the sense that as you cast this, there's a pretty high resistance.
I figured with them being
Tidal
elves.
waves.
Okay. Yes, the tidal waves have very high resistance. Unfortunately, they both kind of like you kind of see them like maybe a clouded look over their eyes for a second, and then they lock on to you with knowing that you just tried to charm them.
I finished the song. I finished the whole dance,
Yeah, you did.
knowing
Yeah, you
full well they are not charmed by it.
Is Skrit charmed by it? perchance.
Most likely.
Scrit starts singing along with him. Okay.
They both saved.
What about the spiders?
Well, let's see. They are
Is it anything that sees it?
elven-ish in nature, and they
I
have
was gonna say, you ain't get no magic abilities.
advantages on being charmed, against being charmed. So,
Still,
sorry.
15 I thought was still high.
Yeah, one rolled a 19 and had a plus to their wisdom, and one had a something else. Hello, 2-Bit Lane. Thank you for the raid.
You also had one before that
Oh, we did. I missed it completely. I'm so sorry.
from Return Policy.
Return Policy TTV. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Everyone, welcome to the stream. We are Hearth and Hammer, and we are a family-friendly D&D show. We are currently adventuring in the Underdark, and we're in the middle of a battle with some nasty-looking spiders and some spider/elves that the players have never encountered before.
And the bard just tried a dumb thing.
The
hoping it would
bard
work.
just tried to charm the
Did-
spider elf creatures. It did not work.
Did not work, but I think everyone else was just a little
Everyone
bit
else is-
charmed by the performance.
You know,
Just a
I
little
think
bit.
you should charm the raiders with that performance.
Yes.
Actually, Austin.
Just the.
How'd it go?
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Well, they came. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. They came
Mm-mm.
from the darkness, right? So I came out, cast
This
hypnotic
darkness right
pattern, and asked them if they believed in a thing called love.
No. You can't explain it to them. They need to see
They need
the
to see it.
hypnotic
Yeah.
dance.
The
And then
hypnotic
asked them
pattern.
if they would
Yes,
listen
absolutely.
to the rhythm of my heart. Is what I did.
I love it.
You believe in a thing
All
called
right.
love? Just listen to the rhythm of my heart.
That's right.
It's the chance we can make it now.
Oh,
We'll be
man.
rocking to the break. Wait, is that the next time? We'll be rocking to the break of the. No, that's not the next time.
Oh, man.
All right.
I'll have to
So,
look it up.
with that, you do see, last but not least, another spider crawl out from the darkness behind them. Okay. So, we're back to the top of the round, and we have Lee. No. Yes.
The
Lee.
spider closest to me.
Yes.
For all the raiders, I have my wisdom C taken out, so that's why I have. Yeah. So that one closest to me. How high up on the rock is it?
He's probably.
Like, can I
10
get to him
10
from
feet.
melee?
You could probably climb the rock next to him and attack him. Yeah.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
To do that.
Do you want to be on this side or on this side?
Closest to the other spiders. This side.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself
And
there.
oh yeah, we're moving ourselves now.
Perfect.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then I make the 2 attacks with my dagger.
Okay.
That probably misses. That's a 10 or no 11.
That miss. Yes.
All right. That this is a 18 plus 8, 26.
26 hits. Yes.
Oh. All right. And that's going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'd like to do my unarmed strike as my bonus action. That is going to be 21.
That hits.
And that does 8 damage.
Okay. So how much total?
19.
19. Very nice. So you rush up to the spider and you kind of hop up onto the rock just underneath it, and you're like just wailing away at it, and it's taking the hits pretty hard, and you can see it. It was not expecting something so brave and fearless to attack it immediately.
Mhm.
All right. It is now Pete's turn.
I should have done the counting on how far this. All right, I'm within 120 feet of these things.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I'm so glad this isn't a concentration spell. Pete's gonna cast Tidal Wave. In
Okay,
a
all right.
30-foot long, 10-foot wide, in front of all of these guys. 5, 10, whatever.
So we're at like right here.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, I can get all of them. 10 feet wide,
nice.
goes across.
Okay. Wait, 10 feet?
30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
Okay. So like,
Oh my gosh,
30
are you gonna
30 feet long,
stop
10
me
feet deep.
again, Pete? Come.
No.
okay.
So yeah,
I'm
but
throwing
basically
the
just both these
halfling.
squares, and it'll
I like the
rush
plan.
over them. So they need to make dexterity saving throws of 14 or higher, or take 4d8 damage. And if they fail, they get pushed 10
Okay.
feet back.
All right. How high is it?
It doesn't say. Oh, sorry, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
Okay, perfect.
30 feet long. Whoa. 10 feet.
Big
tall.
wave.
Okay. And you said 15?
14 or higher.
14. Okay. All right. And what does it do? Pushes them back?
If they fail, they are knocked prone and pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
On a success, the creature takes half damage. Hold on. On a failed save, creature takes 48 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a success, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't knocked prone. The water then spreads across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in its area within 30 feet of it, and then vanishes.
Okay.
So
So
it doesn't push them?
It does not
Um,
push them. It will
it
knock them
doesn't
prone
push
or
them,
it
just
won't.
knocks them prone. Okay. Let me
great.
check something. Make sure they're not
'Cause
like
if-
immune to prone or something. So.
My normal movement would get me right to the front of them. If you push them away, I wouldn't
I know.
do anything again.
Okay.
Like right at the edge of my range.
So, as it happens, the one labeled A, right here, failed his save and has been knocked prone. So, he is prone. This one made a natural 20 and succeeded. This spider is actually about 10 feet up on this rock and just kind of like rushes over the rock, but does not hit him. So,
Great. Maximum 18 damage, or
Very
half as much if they
nice.
succeeded.
very nice. Okay, perfect. So let's see then. One of them obviously takes the full 18.
Are they dead?
No, but they are
Um,
prone. So if Thurden can get to
Um,
him, that's advantage on a melee attack.
You know Thurden likes some melee. I literally thought about holding a guiding bolt, and I was like, Thurden wouldn't have done that.
Nope. Okay, so.
Bonus actions.
Oh,
Yes.
God. I bonus action to throw them 30 feet away from Thurden.
Am I within 60 feet of whatever? I can move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Put me here.
25 feet.
25
And-
feet. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, hey, Pete.
25, 50. Yep, right behind you. Don't worry. Agnate!
All right,
Agni is
perfect.
going to spit a firebolt, a flame seed,
Did
range
he
60
come?
feet. Yeah, he
okay.
come with me. I just didn't move him yet.
Okay. At which
that
one?
will be-
Probably at B at this point.
yeah, the one that succeeded on the save.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd be
Because-
disadvantage.
Correct.
And how much damage is? Or what did?
Uh,
what was the attack roll?
That's what I'm double checking. I think it's the same as my ranged spell attack,
Yes, I
which
believe
would
so.
be a +6. That's going to be a 10.
Does not hit.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
that's that.
that's that. Very nice, Jace. It is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. So seeing everything that happened, Jace is So what is the big orange square? I forget what was there.
Rough
Difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Okay.
Did you keep your
Um,
concentration on that?
Yes, because I didn't cast another concentration spell and I didn't take damage.
So I'm gonna come right here to Thurden's other side, and I'm gonna see the two elf creatures, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person at 3rd level on both of them.
Which one?
It's it'll be
Of the
on
two
both
creatures?
of the spider elves. Yes.
Okay.
And they have to make a Wisdom 15 saving throw or be paralyzed.
Okay.
Good job, guys. Keep them in place.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Heads is A.
Okay.
And we're going to determine which of my dice they get here, because one's a success and one's a failure. We're going to see
Okay.
if they succeed or fail. Okay. Well, we'll call it. Somebody call it. Was it heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails.
Okay, so that one has
Wow.
tails.
We all thought tails.
Okay.
I actually was thinking heads, but yeah.
So that one actually succeeded. So or no, sorry. That one failed. That was the other die. So not only are they prone, but they are held prone and paralyzed.
They're both prone and
No.
both help.
No. Just
Just
A is
no, the one keeps failing, the other one keeps succeeding
Yeah.
on everything.
Yes.
There's
Okay.
one laying down is prone and
the
held.
one is laying down is
And held
prone
there. He's just held on the
paralyzed,
ground.
yes. Okay.
That's
This-
all I do on my turn.
Is this like a firm hold or like a warm embrace? What sort of holding?
That was my turn.
He's
right?
held pretty He's held pretty firm to the ground. He's not getting
It's like when Thurden was asking for a bag of holding.
up. Yes. It's a little different than that.
Okay. So, it is now Theoden's turn.
Okay, question here, DM. Would I be
Yes.
able to move between Scrit and this gnome?
I would say,
small
as
creatures?
a friendly creature, or at least someone you assume is a friendly creature,
Mhm.
yes, you could move between them.
At this point, if they're running with Scrit, Thurden would probably
Sure.
not view them as a threat. Okay, then that puts Thurden right here.
Okay.
And on his way, on my way running, Thurden would probably, he would look down and he'd stare at his hammer as he's running, and he'd say a prayer to Moradin and cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. What does that do?
It, for the next minute, it adds an extra 1d4 radiant damage on any hit that I hit with my weapon.
Okay.
And I checked just to make sure I can stack that with Smite, so let's go crush some things.
All right.
And then I see this guy on the ground, and
Yes.
we all
He
know
falls
what's about to
before
happen.
you as you reach him. He kind of like, and then you see this divine energy paralyze him and hold him in place for you. This kind of purplish yellowish energy is wrapping around
Got
him.
him.
And since I use my
Thurden.
bonus section, I won't be able to throw my shield up, so I'm gonna have to do
Thurden.
one-handed.
Pretend he's a chair.
Oh
Thurden.
yes.
Pretend he's furniture.
I'm holding him in a chair-like position. Just
I see. I am holding him in a chair-like position, prone, and I'm just going to take
It looks like he's sitting in a chair.
two
Yes.
massive smacks against this thing.
Okay. All right. Let's see it.
Oh, come on. Okay, and it's with advantage.
It is with
okay,
advantage.
18 plus 7 is a 25 for the first
Okay.
one.
That hits.
Doesn't
Okay.
doesn't
And,
hit.
and does it
Doesn't hit.
Are you
Oh, no.
sure? And I will expend a level 2 spell slot for Divine Smite.
All right.
On
How
that
much
hit.
damage? Let me
Let
let
me
me hear it, Theoden.
Let's see, 2d8.
Sing it from the
so,
mountaintops.
So 4d8 plus a d4.
So that's gonna
Yeah.
be 10 points of damage.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Probably.
Probably.
Let me grab a couple more d8s here real quick.
I rolled 3d8 and didn't break double digits. I was like, that's
Oh no.
Oh, 2 8s, a 4, and a 6. So that is
26.
26 plus a d4. That ended 4. So give me 28 points of damage.
Wow.
28 points.
Well, you said 26
That-
plus 4?
Yeah,
It'd be 30.
that's
Or- or-
It'd be
30.
30.
30 points
Hey,
of damage. Thank you for doing
He's the
math, guys.
paladin, not the wizard.
He's the paladin. Give him a
Exactly.
break, guys.
My
So
intelligence
you
is a
rush
0.
forward and you bring the hammer.
That's
of
one-handed,
Morden
too.
One-handed. So you know what? I don't think it was be bringing it down. I think you're bringing it up. This is a big creature. This is like an uppercut with that one-handed hammer strike, you know, and it just hits him super hard. You know, it's like it's one of those things where it's like half prone but kind of half getting up, you know, kind of thing as it was captured. Does damage cause it to lose hold person?
Good
It's
question.
not charm. So I don't
I looked at
think
it.
so.
I don't-
Yeah, it said it didn't.
Yeah, I
It
don't
said
think
it
so.
just gets him remake the save at the end of his turn.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Anything else? You gonna attack again? Maybe.
Is he dead?
No.
Okay, then yeah, my second attack hits him too.
Okay. You see, it puts
And-
a good dent in its armor.
And oh, that's a nat 20 on the first roll.
Nice.
I will show you just so you guys know.
I like
There
it.
it is.
Very
Like it.
nice.
The Kraken.
The
There it
Kraken.
is.
Yes, sir. Okay, so that is also going to be a level 2 spell slot.
Oh yes, chat. You are correct. You are correct. That's actually an insta crit anyway, because it's paralyzed.
So wait,
Oh, really?
did I do double
Oh.
damage to him
Yes.
the first hit?
So you doubled.
Yeah, so
All
he did
except for your bonus.
16, 20, 26. He did 26 with just the
Yes.
rolls.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
So
you
it's-
forgot to add the bonus last time. You
My
did
bad, guys.
30.
I didn't know that. I've been paralyzing people more
we
than
had
you.
30 as the total.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had-
I did 30
Well-
as a total.
Because it was 48, which was 8, 8, 6, and 4,
Yeah.
which is 26,
26.
plus the 4 from the 1d4, which is 30.
We had that.
And then did you add
Yeah.
your bonuses to it?
What bonus? Oh no, I didn't. You're
He didn't add his
100%
weapon,
right.
but he didn't add the plus.
Which should
for
have
what
been
his
another
weapon.
4. Yeah, so 34. You're right. Thank
So
you.
64 with that one hit.
I was adding too much. So 64 with that one hit?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So does
That
that
would have
kill
killed
him?
any
Yes.
of
No.
us. That would have
That
killed
didn't
any
kill-
of
that
us.
didn't
It would have
kill
killed
him?
any of us. Yeah.
It does
Okay,
not
well I
kill
crit
it.
him again. I crit him anyway because I hit with
You
another
did
one.
hit again.
That's a second level 2. Oh
Dude.
my gosh.
Jace coming in clutch with that whole person.
Yeah.
Well, the whole person, the prone is what I'm getting the.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well,
because
no,
No,
it's
the
the
auto
paralyzed.
crit. Yeah, the
Because he's
auto crit.
paralyzed
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
thing.
Right. You auto crit.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
for paralyzed.
Well, I critted him this way with a nat 20, so I'll roll everything again. That it's not as good. It's not as good. Well, let's see. 5, 6 is 11, plus 7 plus 8 is 15. No, that's the same. So 26 plus we'll roll the d4. 3, so that's 29. Doubled, which is
D8.
58.
Well, hold on. Did you
plus-
dump another divine smite into it?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
my
okay.
second.
That's- I was gonna say make sure. You didn't say you were doing that. So
Sorry,
it's okay.
sorry. Oh, I said level 2, the second level spell slot.
Okay.
Sorry. So 58 plus 4 more for the
Okay.
bonus, which is 62.
All right. So, and that's single-handed damage, correct? Not double-handed.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I rolled the D8 because it's
Okay.
instead of the D10.
So how much total damage?
So between the two, that's 100 and 130 damage.
Okay. All right. So, Theoden.
I've hit my peak. I'm retiring. This will never
How do
happen
you-
again.
How do you kill this creature?
Oh, it's literally like the first shot comes up and just cracks through, and the second shot, the head of the hammer just bursts with holy radiant energy and just smashes back through
Nice.
the carapace of the spider.
All right. So
And I'm like,
the thing about it
that's
is
the
that it's
biggest chair I've ever crushed.
it's not just a spider. This is a spider with the torso, arms, and head of a drow.
I crush everything. I'm just like going through bone and carapace at the same time.
Yeah, you destroy it, and it's just you see this consuming fire, holy fire of divine energy wrapping around it as it just smashes into it. Yeah, that's it's pretty impressive.
And so I'm just standing there.
Nearly making it look like a chair would work.
I'm just standing there with all this gore covering me, and I'm just like staring at the other one, just laughing
Let
menacingly.
me make a perception check with disadvantage at the moment, because you are in full glory right now.
Yep, there you go. There you go with that stupid word.
Yeah.
I'm telling. I have rolled great all night, and you say
disadvantage.
you say the curse word to me, and I rolled a 14 the first time, which I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, and I rolled a nat one.
Okay, well, so you're purely focused on this one that you've just destroyed.
Oh yeah.
You know the other one's right next to you, right next to it, but it's water logged from the water. You're standing in several inches of water at this point. And you hear battle going on around you, but you have just demolished your target. So, congratulations. But it is now your enemy's turn.
Good.
All right. So, you see now things shift on the battlefield. And at this point, too, though they're not on the battlefield here, you have several squads of the kobold soldiers come out, and they start firing crossbows at the spiders that are on the mushrooms. You see more spiders appearing, but they're getting shot at, and spears are thrown. You see Skrit and this other gnome who is still hooded rush forward to greet you all, along with these other kobolds here who are fleeing. Theoden, as you stand here with your hammer dripping, ready to take out its holy vengeance on this next creature before you, it looks at you, and something about it is familiar. You don't know what it is, but something is familiar. With that, he gives a command in a language you don't know. As he does that, he casts something on you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'll take it. 17 plus 5.
Okay, so he reaches out with sinister energy, and you shrug it off. He
Bathing in the radiance of Morden at the moment.
looks at you and being 10 feet away, he sees you, says something derogatory in that same language, and turns and steps back into the darkness. With that, you see the spiders begin to retreat. You see the kobolds chase them a little ways. You see one squad, Dak's squad, of course, with Dak on top of a spider's abdomen, spear plunged into it, and they pull it down and take it off, you know. And with that, combat comes to a close.
Do I get a attack opportunity on my spider?
No, he warped away.
He warped away.
Yeah, they have a warping
Daddy,
ability, man.
I needed
Anti-monk
5
spiders. That's right. They're the anti-monk spiders.
They are the
I needed
anti-monk spiders.
I needed 5 feet to be 5 feet within each one of them. That's all I was looking. And the square
man.
stopped me from charging
Okay.
straight forward.
All right,
Sorry.
we are going to
You're
take
all right.
a quick 2 to 3, 5 minutes tops break if you guys need to,
Woo.
and we're gonna
Okay.
come back and wrap this up.
I need to use the big boy putty.
Yep.
As
Sounds
opposed
good.
to the children's.
I say that like there's a child's body in my house.
I was gonna say I've been to your
Okay.
house.
Just
That's-
ignore
we
it.
shall
I'm on a
be-
high right now.
Right back. All right. We are back. Thank you for joining us once again. Once again, thank you for the raids that we had. Thank you, Liam 8 Mail. It's cool. I like how it's same forwards and backwards. I appreciate the name. Thank you, SJ Sensei. And who else? Somebody else gave us a raid too. Who else was it? 2-Bit Lane. Thank you all very much.
And then we also had one other one. I think it was. I'm trying to scroll up real quick.
I know.
I think it was return policy. TTV.
Oh, return policy. Yes, thank you. Return policy TTV. Thank you so much once again for those raids. Thank you, return policy Frost's Man, and Last Red Czar, I think. Thank you very much. So,
awesome.
Let's get back to it. You all are escorted by this large force of kobold soldiers now back into the keep. You are escorting with you do see now that Skrit is there, and there's this other gnomish. There's other gnome. Yes.
Before we go in, could I search the Drider that I smashed to pieces?
You can roll a quick investigation check.
18 plus 0. 18.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I quickly search the creature that's directly behind me?
Was it a spider?
No. No, you cannot.
He just starts rummaging through Pete's back.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
I'm not trying to hide it.
Oh, okay. Then I guess it would be like, a dexterity check.
Agne! And he spits a fireball at your feet.
Yeah. Okay, so you rolled. You find a broken longbow and a long sword. And that's it. Some arrows from the longbow.
What did I find?
You found a fiery fox.
Dirt, for sure.
And some dirt. Definitely dirt.
And
an
you said it
angry
was
halfling.
a
And
broken.
he is angry about that dirt, actually, that you have it. No, just kidding. What'd you say?
You said it was a broken longbow?
Yeah.
I would like to cast Mending on it and see if it fixes it or not. Won't fix anything that's magic.
I would say, are you over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured he would come over.
Yeah, I was going to come check it. I was heading that way as soon as I killed the spider.
So you see... So mending is a low-level cantrip that I'm pretty sure is a very small area that it can actually mend.
I can tell you in 1 second.
It's like a 1
I
foot
want
by
to
1
say
foot
it's
square.
I want to say it's a 1 foot by
it's like
1
a 1
foot.
foot by 1 foot square. When I say this is broken, it has been hit by a bludgeoning force. It has been lit up by holy divine energy, and then it has been smashed through by a hammer.
I don't know who would have done that.
So you could try to take the pieces, and you could mend part of it, but it wouldn't be fully.
Hey guys,
back
I got a
to-
bowstring
this
and
is-
some splinters.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'd
much
like
what
to
it
try
is.
to mend just
Make a
part of
fishing
it
rod out of
to
that.
see if it works, and if it works, I know it's just a regular bow.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll toss it. Is this trash?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not trash to me.
Okay. But he Theoden pulled out the longsword, so okay. You guys head back to the city. You're escorted there.
Did the darkness stay, or did it like dissipate, or?
It stayed until you were about getting into the city. As you were kind of walking into the city, it disappeared and there was nothing there. So
Do we know who the other person is while we're walking back? Do we know? Can I?
So you
see if I
realize
recognize the
now
other person?
that it is a gnome, but you do not recognize him.
Oh,
You do not recognize him. He is dressed very finely. He has a pretty fine cape and tunic.
Newman.
No, Newman was an elf.
I know.
So, but he greets you all warmly, and as you walk in, he says, "Oh yes, let us get to safety, and then we will have more formal introductions. But I do appreciate the timely rescue."
Ah.
And Skrit is like,
Of
Skrit
course.
knew the heroes would come through. Skrit knew. And he looks
Always
at
script.
you can tell Theoden that he is looking to see if you have the bag of holding on.
You mean my fanny pack?
Yes, and he
I'll make sure to rotate
kind
it
of
around and kind of
puffs
throw
up
my
with-
cape back a little bit so you can see it.
he kind of puffs up with pride. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of, you can tell he's looking. So, there's several of the kobolds give him a warm greeting and start chattering away in Draconic and give him claps on the back like they recognize him. So, you all make it back in. You are, rather than being escorted back to your apartments, you are escorted to the governor's chamber. And you see there now, rather than kind of the throne-like seat of receiving, you see there is a table laid out. There's a feast for you there, and a welcome cup for the travelers who have come in from outside, and also there's questions to be had. Do you all sit down and join in?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably one of the first
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. So
I'd slap Pete on the back and be like, "They brought food."
yes, and this is a you all have been fed fairly well for being in the Underdark and in a kobold city. But you can tell they brought out some extra meats and vegetables and even some breads, and it's a pretty good feast. So all in your honor for defeating this attack on the city. As you sit down, the gnome who is there with Skrit turns to him and says, "Oh, heroes! This is Skrit's friend. He has come a long journey. I led him here. He has come to find you. He is he's very, very, very special. Very nice. And he says, "Oh, thank you very, very kindly, Skrit. Yes, I am here, and I did indeed come to find you. My name
He forgot his name. Cool.
is Sir Linus Denwallop.
Sir Linus.
Sir Linus Denwallop. Wallop. Like Denwallop. And you can tell he is, like I said, pretty finely dressed. Has some bright colors peeking out from underneath his traveling cloak. Roll a intelligence check.
Not me. Nope. Mm-mm.
2 people.
I roll one.
I can give one shot. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
That's a 16.
A
All
21.
right. So you realize that his garb is similar to that of the Menagerie Coast, and you're pretty sure that he probably came in with the crafter's caravan that had set up in Hupperduke. He says, yes. I am, like I said, Sir Linus Denwallop. You may call me Sir Linus, and thank you for the timely rescue there. I am a bit of
Are you
a
all right?
wandering
I believe you got
minstrel.
shot.
Oh, yes. It was merely just some armor. I was have a little bit of little bit that can heal myself there, so it's not a big deal. But yes, I'm a
Alright.
bit of a wandering minstrel myself, and I came because I heard of such a fine group of heroes who also had a fine minstrel amongst them. And he actually turns to you, Rowan. And he pulls out his, he has a lute. And he says, I more reason than just searching you out, but come, I would love to play a song with you.
He don't play music. He lays on the floor and pretends to die.
Or swings his swords around, kind of like this.
Hypnotizes
I
spies.
do
So-
the song, he does the dance kind
So
of thing.
he goes into just kind of a lively, normal tavern tune. You're at Cone of Silence, Austin.
So sorry, my voice seemed to have gotten away from me there.
Yes, this is after you've had some time to kind of eat and refresh yourself a little bit. So
I'm a bit more of a performer of fine feats and rhythmic movement.
well,
patterns,
see if you
but,
can match this. And he
And I
goes
know-
he goes into a tune just without even letting you finish. He just goes into a tune. Do you join in? I mean,
Yeah,
some sort of performance,
I bust out one of the, you probably don't ever typically see someone with a flute that dances this much when he plays. If you've seen Anchorman when he busts out his instrument, that is what you see.
Perfect.
Knowing you, that's the first thing I actually pictured when you said it.
Awesome. Roll a performance check.
Gladly.
Natural one.
Performance.
Natural one.
Yes, please.
Natural
That would
one.
make it so much
We gotta
better.
get that dice roll sound going. Here we go. Oh, it fell off, but it was a 24.
Okay. All right. So yeah, easily enough, you match the rhythm of your movement and your performance and your dancing around with his tune very easily. And all the kobolds start cheering and chanting, and they're banging their
I'm throwing
mugs on
some
the
misty
table.
steps in there too, so you don't know where I'm
Ooh,
popping up.
nice.
to
So
play
you
the
just like
next-
you just pop up. So it's like you're like playing over here behind somebody, and then it's like almost like kind of Genie and Aladdin be like shpoof, shpoof, and you're like
And
behind
you know
this
what?
person over here.
I'm so into it that I may have accidentally cast hypnotic pattern on the
My
table with the rest of the friends. So that'll be
This is
a
why he never has spell slots left in fights.
that'll be a DC 15 for
Wisdom.
for all you guys. Wisdom.
Wisdom? Oh, okay.
We have a +2 from
I'd
being
see
right
so.
there with
Plus
Theoden.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true.
I got a
Uh,
22.
Yeah, I got a 21.
I
Pete.
just got 15.
Pete did not.
I had a
did not.
plan. I had a funny that I was gonna do, but I can't do that because I rolled a 1.
Pete is always getting hit.
He
in
is.
the-
That is the only person he hypnotizes or does
or
anything
gets
to.
a smile
Sure.
with the
Sure.
wand of
The
smiles.
wand of smiles.
What's the
Like
point
he-
of being a wisdom-based spellcaster if this is gonna happen? Guys?
I was gonna say you are a druid too. You just did a wisdom check.
All right. So, there's playing going along, and Pete is enraptured by the entire affair. And he was
His jaw hangs
was-
down. Food
he's
falls
like
out.
halfway through chewing on some food. He's got like almost the chipmunk cheek with the bread and stuff in there, and he's just like just loving it, taking it all in. You see Agni kind of reach up and steal something off his plate.
Yeah, well, you can because while incapacitated, he has a speed of 0, so he's not.
He's not.
He's not moving.
He's not moving. You see Anwin dancing on the table, and she kind of like spears something off of his plate with her sword, and is just like chomping on some bread as well.
Thurden, seeing that people are taking off his plate, Thurden's going to help himself to his plate as well.
Thurden just takes his plate.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, there's food," and just like jab into whatever meat is left on his plate, and like.
Perfect.
I
So
cast a
there's
4th level fireball on all of you.
no, you can't.
And this is how the campaign ends on episode 40.
Yes.
So-
we kill each other.
He stole the halfling's food and he kills
So
everybody.
the music ends, and Sir Linus waves his hand, and Pete, you're like, oh, that's man.
Was that the end of the
That's weird.
performance? As soon as I come back, I'm gonna. Hey, Rowan, you also need to make a wisdom saving throw of 14 or higher. I was gonna do it to try to help your performance, but now that's kind of over and it's gonna be awkward.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, you say?
He fails it too.
I do. That's a 10.
Excellent.
Perfect.
You are polymorphed into a peacock.
I,
I'm a peacock.
Rowan,
That
you,
would have been
Pete
great
doesn't
if
know
you were
this.
a peacock jumping around and
he
playing
has no
music.
idea, but Rowan loves peacocks. I have full floofed the entire plumage.
It
That's
was
right.
supposed to help
He
performance,
is
but now it's just like
strutting.
5 seconds later.
He is
And I'm like-
strutting. And Sir Linus guffaws laughter, and is everyone else and all of the kobolds kind of stop, and they see that you're all laughing, and it's a funny sight. They all kind of like it takes them a second to see if it's okay. But yeah, Sir Linus he sees that, and he waves his hand, and you're back to yourself.
I'm still doing one of these numbers.
Yeah, you're still totally dancing it up. Like you have, like your arms are back here, like you're like, kind of thing. Yeah, totally. All right, perfect. So, Sir Linus says, "Oh, you guys, you all crack me up. But enough of that. I thank you for joining in the performance. It's rare that I get a chance to actually partake and perform these days." And he says, "Friends, while I'd very much like to discuss the events of today, I feel like it would be better if we adjourn to more private quarters. There are certain things that I wish to discuss, and I feel like it would be best outside of this such warm and gracious hall."
Oh,
And
for
he-
sure.
he-
We got
he
an
nods to
apartment
the-
our own.
He nods to
Apartment with a hot tub,
the
yeah.
he nods to the governor, who
We
gives
do
him
have
a
a hot
bow.
tub.
So yeah, you do. All right, so you adjourn to the apartment.
So
excuse
as we're
yourselves.
leaving from the feast, Thurden's like trying to like stash away food and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
tucking
totally.
it into his.
No one cares. Like there's like some smaller kobolds that have been serving things, and one of them is like pushing things onto a platter for you. He's like helping you balance it, like
Put it in the bag of
Like,
holding. Put it in the bag of
he-
holding. I'm
he
like,
That's where
takes-
I'm shoving it. I'm shoving food into the bag of holding. I'm just like looking around like I'm gonna get caught. Like
The
everybody's
kobold-
just like helping me, and I'm still snatching it like I'm stealing.
There
The
might
kobold-
be a
the
kobold in
kobold-
there. He has to be.
this kind of youngling kobold doesn't know that you have this bag of holding, and he sees just food like leaving the plate, and so that's why he keeps putting food on your plate as you're like shoveling it into this bag. It's just like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah,
Looking
totally.
around like I'm gonna get in trouble still. Like,
And then
alright,
he
I've
just
got- I've
he
got
kind
the
of like
snack.
gets frustrated and grabs a whole nother plate and just like pushes the other plate out of the way and gives it to you. He's insistent. He's insistent.
At that point, I figure they've already started walking out, so I kind of have to like
Yeah,
run
you're
to
like-
catch back up
You're,
with
like,
them.
hurrying to catch up. Absolutely. Perfect. Absolutely. All right. So you make it back.
Pete, I've got the small snack for tonight.
You make it back to your apartment, and you sit and you sit by the fire and you begin to.
How close is the hot tub to the fire?
It's probably, well, it's in a separate room, but it's yeah.
I mean,
But there's
when you consider that
probably-
Agni is on fire and
Yeah,
the
you
cause of
gotta-
the hot tub, like,
You
yeah,
got a
yeah.
fiery druid here, so.
I was wondering if I could talk with him while in the hot tub, but if it's in another room.
Sir Linus, sits down with you all and says, "So, I've come on a matter of some importance. I tried to catch you all at the. Tried to find you all and see if you had partaken of the caravan festivities, but I heard too late that you left before it had ended and headed on this dire adventure. So, I have come with some importance." He kind of looks at you, Rowan, and you hear in your mind, "Do you trust your fellow companions here?"
Yes.
He says, "Very well." He says that last part out loud. And he says, "So, I know a bit about who you are, young Rowan.
Hero of Hupperduke, big shot of Blue Hold.
Hey.
Yes.
We are quite famous around
You
these
have
parts.
you have made quite a name for yourself since joining this auspicious group, and I commend that. You
What
all
did you just call me?
truly are mighty
Auspicious.
heroes.
Suspicious. It was a compliment, Rowan. Or that didn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
However, I come with news from before your time with this group. With news and with a matter that I feel is something that only you can handle. First, let me ask you this. Did you see an elf in the merchants of the caravan?
Did I see an elf? in the
Quite.
merchants?
Quite haughty in his appearance, snobbish even.
Newman.
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 Oh yes, I see you have met him. Unfortunately, I have met him as well, but I have been following him. For he is actually a front man for the Myriad. And
He's a front man for the what?
for the Myriad.
Mhm.
Roll intelligence with advantage, or history with advantage.
Both
and that
are
could
the
be
same.
Austin, definitely, and someone else for sure.
6 with advantage.
History, you said?
Yes.
I got a dirty 20.
You know this to be one of the largest criminal underground organizations in Wildmount.
Man.
It's-
yes.
It
Myriad of
is.
bad
It
news.
is. Pick a name for a seedy, criminal organization. They're right up there at the top. And you thought that they had been, that the seat of their power had been kind of destroyed about 5 years past. You actually remember hearing about this. So to find that this Newman fellow is traveling in this is a bit surprising. Sir Linus continues. He says, yes, this Newman character, if that is his real name, he is traveling as an art merchant. Who his clients are, I do not know, but it is something I am working to uncover. He has been creating a network of spies for the myriad across the Wildmount and the Empire. And I have been working against the myriad for some time on the Menagerie Coast, but I did follow him when I found he was heading this direction. I approach you not because it is just this scenario. I did not travel here specifically because this criminal arrived on your doorstep in Hupperduke. But I have tracked you down because I heard a name that I feel is most important to you. The name of Cossack.
I haven't heard that name in some time. What do you know of this name?
Well, I know for starters that you were once a member of this band, the Cossack and their Cirque.
Cossack Capoeira Cirque. Yes.
Yes. I also know of the tragedy that befell them. However, I have found in my efforts against the Myriad that you were not the sole survivor of that fateful night.
Who survived?
Sadly, I don't have the name. But details were given to me of the events of that night. And I actually spoke with this other young person. They were briefly in my presence, but they were, it seems, being forced to work for the Myriad.
Enslaved.
So it seems. I know, having dug into the actions of the Cossack Copieri Cirque, some of the reasons behind their more flamboyant actions. This was told to me by this person. This is how I received your name, in fact. Before I could make contact again, the myriad cell in question was moved. And I, unfortunately, had nothing more to go on than that this Newman was at the center of the network that they are connected to. He leans forward, and you see that he's actually a little bit older than you originally took him for. And as you look at him, roll a perception check, Rowan. With advantage.
I've rolled so many 8s. First one was a 13.
Okay.
13. I haven't rolled above a 10 with these digital dice.
Oh,
I want my
no.
dice back.
Okay. It's fair enough. You see the glint of something like a necklace or a pendant from underneath his robes. But you don't quite catch it. And none of the rest of you really see this. But he says, I will take the matter of your trust of your companions quite seriously. Have you heard of the Golden Grin?
Have I?
Roll.
Yes, I have. Mhm.
You can roll deception if you would like, or you can roll an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Can I insight check this guy?
Sure.
Uh,
If anyone else wants to think they've heard of it, then they can, but
That's
Again.
a 17 with disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Yep, it would
Okay.
if the second roll was a nat 20.
Unfortunately, that's still not quite high enough to know of this organization.
I know of a lot of things because I rolled pretty high there, but I don't know of the Golden Grin.
I would be surprised if you had. However, I am a member of this organization, and we are not many, but we do travel throughout the Empire and Exandria, working against the Myriad. I have tracked you down, as I have hit a wall, finding this Newman. He has since disappeared into Hubberduke and beyond. But as I had your name and connection, I feel compelled to invite you to join me in my hunt for this. Not only this Newman character, but to find your lost family member.
Is this a invitation for all, or Rowan alone?
Sadly, we do not often have room for a full party of stout warriors such as yourselves. This is typically something done more in the shadows. It's a
Hey,
careful
we don't
art
work around
of-
the shadows.
Not all do. He kind of grins at you.
I step up and I'm like, okay. You don't have to beg. If Rowan's going, I'll go. I know you need somebody sneaky.
Master Dwarf, I do appreciate.
You
The
you
offer.
can sneak up on a deaf and blind dwarf.
Right.
He'd
But you never know
smell
when you might come up on one of them.
He'd smell you.
However, this invitation extends solely to Rowan Reddix.
And by helping you, you promise that our goal is to save and free those that have been enslaved by this crew and seek vengeance.
Yes, absolutely, to free them. How we thwart the Myriad can be done in many ways. If there is vengeance along the way to be had, then you may get the chance to have it. I cannot promise you vengeance. I can promise that this opportunity will not come again, and that it is the most likely chance to free your sister.
I look at the crew. Completely torn. And I don't look back at him, but I stare at them and I say, I have to go.
Erden would immediately stand up and just be like grabbing his stuff. He'd be like, well, lead the way, Rowan. Wherever you go, I'm going.
Thurden, I know you're not someone to ever be stopped by not being invited.
Right?
But I don't think you're able to join me.
Are you wanting me to join you, or are you not?
I
trust you, Rowan. If this is something you have to do on your own, I understand.
This is something that I have to see through
Hey,
on my own.
been down that path. Understand.
Well, so Linus, you better have a good cleric somewhere in that party. Rowan is going to need it.
Hey,
I have a feeling that your Rowan is more skilled than might always let on.
Well, I have no doubts about that.
It is, after all,
My concern is more for his
something that
recklessness.
we minstrels do quite often, is underplay our prowess.
Um, I have so many questions.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, my boy. And we can, all in good time, with many of them. For now, think of one, and I'll do my best to answer it.
When the time comes to seek revenge on those that have imprisoned my family and enslaved them and murdered my family, will you allow me the opportunity to end their lives? And I kind of like set out the gun, and I'm holding it.
He says, mine is not a mission of specific high morals. I'm here to dismantle and disrupt the myriad. Not only as a member of the Golden Grin, but as someone who was once, unfortunately, a part of that world. My entire being is to right the wrongs of my past. I'm sure you all have similar things you regret, similar things that you wish to repair. In this way, I offer this to you. How we deal with them can be done in many ways.
Fair enough. Am I able to, do we need to leave right away? Or?
Time is of the importance. And while I had to travel by means that I'm sure you can imagine with your good friend Skrit, who is over snoring, completely asleep in the corner. Curled up in a ball on top of, like a cushion or something. He was an excellent guide and has learned quite a few tricks under that master of his. But I can help us leave much more expediently.
Well, I'm gonna turn to the group as I'm kind of gathering my things, and I'm gonna turn to Jace and say,
Jace is like tearing up at this point. I'm fine.
keep Chewie safe, especially from Thurden.
I will.
Lee, the greatest weapon to be proficient with is your words and your intellect. Don't sit silent.
Aye. Thank you.
Pete, I could always understand you.
If you think you're getting away without me saying something to you wrong, and I get up and I just run and give you the biggest hug that I can. And as Agni comes up to my side, Rowan, if you're going to leave, I've got to leave you with the circle of wildfire blessing. I reach out, and as Agni breathes fire into my hand, I clasp my necklace, put the fire in my hands, and place it on your chest. May every fire that you light illuminate the path to your goals. May every plant that you see bloom remind you of the blessings of life. May every gust of wind be at your back and push you closer to where you should be. Nature be with you and love guide you. And know that every home lives in the fire of your heart. Be safe, Rowan.
Does anyone know what he just said? Was that halfling again? Does he speak?
It sounded beautiful.
Thank you, Pete. All right, I guess that's everyone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him and squeeze with all of my dwarven strength to try to snap his back. I'm just going to give him the biggest hug. Thurden's eyes are just bawling down, and he's just burying his face into Rowan so nobody can see him cry.
And I say, Thurden, you didn't actually wet the bed. That was me this morning. I pressed it. It was magic.
I thought you were peeing on me in the middle of the night. I didn't know what to say about it. I'm sorry.
I was hoping it would clean you up a little bit. But then I said, in all honesty, Thurden, the only thing that you'll never be able to smite or destroy is our friendship.
Aye. And I'm going to clasp his hand like up to the forearm.
Sure.
Full on.
Forearm
Yeah.
clasp.
And inside my arm though is tucked one of the blue crystal daggers that match. And I'm just gonna leave it with him as I draw off. And I'm just gonna be like, hi, friends forever. If you ever need me shield or me hammer, you just call, Rowan.
Yes. I believe that offer is open for the rest of us as well.
And then I will pull out the short sword that I've been using for so long, that we actually took from the drow that we've been hunting, knowing that they're going to continue that mission. And I'm going to slam it into whatever I can in front, and say, continue to hunt down the drow that left us behind.
We'll use his own sword.
Anwin flies over and tries to pick it up. She goes, "Don't worry, Rowan. We'll take care of it."
Oh, Anwin. And then I'll let Anwin come fly and land.
She,
I don't know how to
around you
properly give a
kinda-
hug to a.
She just kind of zips around you and lands on your shoulder and pats your cheek and says, "Don't worry. I know you're going off, but we'll see you again sometime."
I hope so.
And she flies over and lands on Pete's shoulder again. So Sir Linus clears his throat. Yes. While our travels are, for the immediate future, going to take us away from this place in Hupperduke. It does not mean that your travels may not bring you back. I'm sure this group may cross paths with you from time to time. Those of the Golden Gren don't often know where they will be needed, but they know when they are needed.
I'm gonna third in with this tear-stained face is just gonna point heavily at Sir Linus, and he's just gonna let him know. He's gonna be like, "If Rowan falls in battle, and you still draw breath, I will do everything in my power to end that breath."
He looks back at you with understanding, and you don't sense any fear, but you sense resolve. And he says, "Rest assured, Rowan will be in good hands. For I have been traveling these lands for many years. So, Rowan, if you are ready."
One last gift.
And
One
in
last
case
gift
you need
from me before you leave. Hold on, sorry, Lee. I know how much you like coffee, so I wanted to give you one of these special coffee beans. It should make the best you've ever tasted. I'll give you a special bean.
Special bean.
He has,
Take it.
He has a bag of special beans. It's
I
a
do.
magic item.
I didn't know he had that. Okay, I take
Yeah.
a bag. I take a and I try to sleight of hand him something
Okay.
as well.
Roll for it. Sleight of hand.
Oh boy, it's not good. 15.
Passive perception's 13, so yep. I wouldn't even know.
Does anyone have a passive perception higher than?
mine's 15.
Okay.
Jace is-
Uh,
Jace
seven-
is, I
17.
think- Yeah,
17.
Jace,
Okay.
Jace, I was gonna say
So-
Jace has
yeah.
one that's pretty
So
high.
So
Jason at
Thurden-
least see it. Theoden has no idea.
Okay.
Erden's still
Thurden
just
has
bawling
noted.
his
Great.
eyes out, crying.
Colin, you now have the wand of smiles.
Yes.
You sorry, sad garbage.
And Theoden does not know.
No!
Okay.
The bane of my existence.
Well,
Yes.
Rowan, I know you're running low on your supplies, and I'm sure you're going to need to get yourself out of a stupid situation. I go ahead and hand him 4
Me?
bags of blasting powder.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Okay.
Because I used like 8 of them on that one explosion that I did.
That was great.
So that's all the
Alright.
supply I have down here with me.
So,
That's perfect.
with that, Sir Linus stands up. He says, "If you don't mind clearing a bit of room here, we can leave directly from here." And he kind of has you scoot the cushions and stuff back. Again, no chairs, but the stone benches and stuff, But there's just pillows and kind of throws out in the middle of the room, so it's kind of spread out, and he begins drawing a circle. Not too large, but you begin to see arcane symbols in it and everything, and he says, "Rowan, if you're ready."
Yep.
He says, he turns to you, Pete, and says, "If you don't mind, Skrit may take it the wrong way, but tell him I appreciate his services, and this is for him." And he hands you a bag. It clinks with a little bit of some gold. So
Before I step over there, I'm gonna grab whatever blanket there is as Grit's snoring and just kind of tuck him in.
it's tucked in. All right, he says, "Step in as you see it." And he kind of strikes the last mark, and it kind of flares up for a second, and you see this small circle, just big enough for like 2 of them to step into. And he grabs your hand and steps in. I'm assuming you go with him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you see, and the light from this teleport, this portal, vanishes, leaving the room pretty dark. And Rowan is no longer there in the room with you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
You guys are gonna make me cry in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Not if I use
Yes.
Nanda Smiles on third.
I swear to you.
Yes.
I'm doing it. Make your save.
What is the save on that thing?
it's not
It's just
high.
a DC 10. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12. I didn't care what it is. I rolled a 12.
He probably didn't even notice. All right. Well, thank you all for playing. Thank you for joining. For those of you wondering what this means, it means that for now, for a while, at least, hopefully to return at a later date, who knows what will come of it. Austin is taking a break from Hearth and Hammer. Real life has called and told him he can't stay up and play with us anymore. But obviously, he'll be around, and he may come back from time to time. So
Cool. Seth, what an amazing send off for this
Dude,
character
so
in a way.
crazy.
It was
Yeah,
like
that was
getting me
good.
choked up. Wasn't ready for a beautiful poem from Pete.
that
That
was
caught me off guard.
legit. Seriously.
Yes, that
Um,
was nice.
This has been absolutely amazing. And like I said to you guys, man, this is my first taste of a ongoing campaign, and I love it. It's been absolutely amazing. I've been loving even the crew as they continue to show up in the chat as well, and Igsley and everything. Really appreciate you guys, and I'm excited for what you guys continue to do. I'll still try to pop in the chat whenever I can.
Absolutely.
If there's ever a time that Rowan is needed to come back, we'll figure something out for that.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us one last time for now. And thank you all for joining us for the first campaign session of 2022.
Ew.
I know it
Wow.
was a heavy one.
What a way
but
to
that's
start.
Yeah.
That's a great way to
to
start.
start.
That's a great way to start.
That RP was so heavy, but one of the things that I love most about D&D is it was such a good moment.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be good. All right. Well, to everyone in chat and everyone who joined us, thank you again. We love you. Good night, and God bless.